The 1992 film Basic Instinct, whatever you may think of it, definitely left a mark on 90s cinema. A breakout role for Sharon Stone after wowing audiences with her appearance in the 1990 sci-fi film Total Recall, also directed by Basic Instinct's Paul Verhoeven, having Oscar winner Michael Douglas on board on yet another water cooler film that everyone would be talking about, and a $3 million script from Joe Asterhouse certainly created a successful formula to take a $49 million budgeted film to worldwide takings of over $352 million. A slick murder mystery with plenty of seduction, sex and intrigue in a world of good-looking people, leaving you guessing whodunnit. So what was the reason that its sequel, Basic Instinct 2 Risk Addiction, took that winning formula and set fire to it? Why didn't lightning strike twice? For that, we need to go all the way back to 2001, when MGM announced they'd cancelled plans to make the sequel, originally planned for 2002. On the same day they made the announcement, Sharon Stone filed a lawsuit against the movie's producers, Andrew Vajner and Mario Casar, claiming she was guaranteed at least $14 million for a commitment to the sequel, even if the movie never got made, and as much as 15% of gross receipts if the film was released. In 2004, the producers settled the lawsuit with Stone by agreeing to make the movie in the hope of making money instead of losing $14 million. That would prove to be a massive error. Michael Caton-Jones, who had directed the likes of Memphis Belle and Doc Hollywood, signed on to direct the film, later stating, "I was completely broke and had to take anything that came in. Basic Instinct 2 was this poison chalice that had been passed around and eventually arrived at my door." Robert Downey Jr. was offered the main role of Dr. Michael Glass and turned it down. I'd like to think he dodged a bullet, as not even he could have turned around the awful dialogue in this movie. Instead, the main role went to David Morrissey, who was totally the wrong choice. He's so wooden in this film, you could make a park bench from him. Whereas Michael Douglas had been older in the first film, he'd brought in star power with him and had a bit of following with the ladies at the time. I'm sure he'd say he still does. But even I had problems remembering anything else David Morrissey had done while watching this, so no wonder the audience stayed away from the cinema. He just wasn't well known, and his acting in this is just below par. Speaking of staying away, this is the 16th worst box office bomb in movie history. With a budget of over $70 million, it made just $3.2 million on its opening weekend and dropped 70% in the following weekend. The total revenue from this film was a paltry $38 million, around a tenth of what the original film made. Sharon Stone, who you think might be the only saving grace in this film, playing Catherine Tremell for the second time, still looks incredible, but her performance was just dialed in. She was a shadow of the character she was in the first film, and was vindictive instead of manipulative. The mystery of Basic Instinct is shattered, spoiler alert, when she ends up confessing to some of the murders of the victims in the first film, and is actively trying to frame David Morrissey for a continuing murder spree. It comes across as grubby rather than stylish, and spoils a lot of what made the 1992 film so good. So there we have it. The fact there's a 14-year gap between this film and the first is never a good sign. This is the sequel nobody asked for and nobody watched. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please watch our main review of the first Basic Instinct film and check out the bite-sized trivia as well. Please like and subscribe and share, as it really means a lot to us, and I again apologise for my editing skills, but stay with me as they can only get better. See you next time.